Miss Claudia, I hope you're watching. Your sticker is going on my white hard hat in that location right there. Look at that. Good morning, folks. Mr. Garry here for a beach walk today. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here to this beach, and it is foggy and thick as pea soup here today. I must say, I'm putting on my reflective coat because you never know. It is foggy, as I said, so I just want to be safe. So I'm putting on my reflective coat. I'm here for a very special beach walk today. And I'm bringing along several people with me. I'm bringing along Brian and Holly from Codraven 57. Go check them out. Brian and Holly are like 10 subs away from their 1,000 subscriptions. So make sure you go check out Brian and Holly's channel at Codraven. I am also going with the Singing Toad, Dave from Iridia, Ontario. Dave is a good friend of mine. Dave has a new channel. He does a lot of knife reviews and product reviews and that kind of stuff. So go check out Dave's channel. But the very special reason that I have for coming on this beach walk today is for my really good friend, Claudia Arnold, who lives in Ontario, Canada. She's in a nursing home. She's a senior, and she sent me a letter recently, and I decided that I was going to do a very special video for Miss Claudia. So we're going to take a beach walk together, myself, Brian and Ollie and Dave and Miss Claudia, and we're going to go up and down this beach. We're probably going to find some treasures because it's been a couple of weeks since we've been here, and we've had lots of rain, we've had lots of windy weather, so there's been a lot of things, I'm sure, that came ashore on the tides, and we're going to hopefully explore and find some of those treasures. And as I do so, I'll be sharing that with you. And of course, I'll be opening up a piece of mail from Miss Claudia. See you on the beach, folks. Okay, let's go down to the beach, folks. As I said earlier, though, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been here, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. It does look like the tide is in, and as you can see, you can't see very far actually, because it's foggy, as I said, foggy and thick as pea soup here. Not too bad getting down here this morning. Like I said, the tide is in. The tide is in indeed on this beach. Look at all the seaweed and all the bull scallop that have come ashore. Over the last couple of weeks. Lots and lots of it. Not much room either to walk on this beach this morning. It's only around 8 a.m. and I decided to take a stroll on the beach today, take in the scenery, see what's on the go, and hopefully find some sea treasures, because as I said, you never know what drifts ashore. I do think I have enough room to walk around, although there's not much beach room, as I said, though. Hey, look at that. Not sure what that is. Looks like some kind of a wrapper from something. We're just taking a stroll down the length of this beach. There's a little point coming up. Hopefully we'll be able to get around that point. Maybe we'll find some sea glass. You never know. You never know what's on this beach. Let's keep walking. It's quite mild today. I'm guessing it's around 10 degrees Celsius, and I'm not quite sure what that is right now in Fahrenheit. Perhaps some of our friends in the United States who use the Fahrenheit measuring system, temperature system, they can message me in the comments and tell me what 10 degrees Celsius is in in Fahrenheit. There's a log that came ashore. That wasn't here a couple of weeks ago. So there it is. Lots of seaweed. That pile of seaweed is new. That wasn't there. That would be lovely on a garden, though. It would indeed. Decomposing and creating compost. I might have to come down here later this spring and get a freebie full of seaweed for our gardens. Okay, I'm coming down, as I said. That's new. That log right there is all new. Look at all of this seaweed. Not much room to walk, as I said, though, hey. But I think I can manage to get around the debris that's on this beach. Okay, here we go. Taking my time, walking along. Oh, there's another log. That one wasn't there either. Lots of logs have drifted ashore, it seems. Piece of driftwood there as well. There's tons and tons of seaweed along this beach. Okay, let's keep going. Now, one of the reasons, as I said, for coming to this beach today was I have a piece of mail from Miss Claudia. I gotta show you this, folks. I gotta show you this. There's a light bulb. Look at that. That's a light bulb. The things that you'd see on a beach. Quite interesting. What I was saying is, I've received a letter from Miss Claudia, who lives in a senior's home in Ontario, in Toronto, Canada, and we're going to be opening that letter. I'm going to find a nice, sensible place where I can sit and open that letter and share that letter with you. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Another piece of driftwood there, just playing around there at the edge of the shoreline. Piles and piles and piles of seaweed. I haven't seen an interesting piece of sea glass yet, but I haven't been really looking either. So that's probably why. If I really concentrated and started looking for seaweed, I might just find some. Okay. Now, there's a stream coming down there. That one wasn't there a couple of weeks ago either. So that's a new stream, and I got to try to get past it. Look at that. Interesting walk today along this beach. Didn't expect the tide to be in so high and close to the shore's edge, because it's forcing me to be very careful while I walk, and that's probably a good thing. I don't want to get my feet wet, so I'm being very careful. It's a sandy beach right here in this section, so it's not slippery at all. So that's a good thing. I see a couple of more logs coming up in the distance there. A piece of rope. Here we go. Look at that, that's a long one. This beach goes for quite a distance, folks. It's a long beach, sandy beach. There's sections that are quite rocky, but not where we are today. Let's just keep walking along, Mr. Garry, and enjoy this beautiful morning. We've had like a terrible week of rainy, windy, cold weather. I do see my first piece of sea glass. I wonder if you can. Look at that. Right there. It's a clear piece, so I'll add that to my collection at home. And where there's one, there's probably more. Okay, put that in my pocket right now, Mr. Garry. And we'll keep dodging along this beach until we find a nice little place to sit and open that letter from Miss Claudia. Walking along and enjoying this early morning beach walk. I do think it's around the 17th or 18th of November. The temperatures, it's quite unseasonal, folks. Normally, around this time of year in Canada, here in Newfoundland and Labrador, we would have a bit of snow by now. we would have cold temperatures. So we're kind of lucky in that regard. But we don't have the cold temperatures and we don't have the snow. We don't have the shovel. We don't have to shovel the fog. Okay, I'm running out of beach walk area. So I'm thinking I might have to stop and turn around because it's the tides and the strong winds and that came ashore the last little while have chewed away at the edge of the beach right here. Look at that. And this sand that I'm standing on right now is quite soft and it's giving away under my feet. So I'm trying to be very, very careful. Look at that. My foot nearly went down there then. So I'm up on the bank here now and not on the beach edge at all. And this was that stream. Remember that stream I showed you in a couple of beach walks ago? This was a little stream that meandered down to the beach and went way out there. But look at it now. It's quite active because we've had a lot of rain and we've had a lot of wind, and it's altered or changed the shape of the beach somewhat, and that little stream back there as well. Looks like some kind of a fence post there in the grass. Now I'm going to take my time walking back. I want to be very, very careful because I just lost my footing. It's too foggy to see if there's any birds or anything out there in the water. It looks like it's clearing a little. I can see a little further than when I first started, so that's a good thing. One piece of sea glass so far on our walk. I'm sure I'll find some more. I haven't located an interesting place to open that piece of letter yet, that piece of mail. So we'll keep walking. We'll keep searching for a nice boulder where I can sit and open that letter from Miss Claudia. Walking along, going back over my tracks here now, folks. It's a foggy, thick day, as I said. One piece of sea glass. I'm gonna see if I can examine the beach along here now and maybe find an interesting piece. You never know. Lots of little pieces of shell, lots of smooth stones and pebbles, lots of sand, lots of seaweed and kelp and that kind of stuff. Come on, sea glass. Where are you? Oh, I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any at all. Well, that's what it's like. Sometimes you'll find 4 or 5 pieces written together, and other times you won't find any. And sometimes you'll come across a very, very interesting piece. Back to that little stream there. It's interesting to hear the sound that the little stream makes, isn't it? The sound of water is mesmerizing and very, very nice. I think so, anyway. Now I'm going to have to climb up on this bank to get around here because I lost my footing earlier. Now I'm just going to jump over here Here we go. Get down on that beach on the opposite side. Okay, look back at that stream here again. Look at that. The fog, as I said, though, is lifting some. Not a lot, but it is lifting some. I can see further out the bay. Walking along and scanning the shoreline for some interesting sea glass, but I'm not seeing any. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on that log right there and open my piece of mail. What do you think, folks? I do think that seems like a very, very nice place to open a piece of mail. All right, folks. Oh, I'm sitting here on this log here now with this piece of mail from my friend Claudia. And I'm going to be using my carpenter's pocket knife right here, local 579, Newfoundland and Labrador Carpenters Union, and I'm going to use that to open my piece of mail from Miss Claudia. She's got it well secured, so I'm going to try and open it without doing any damage to the envelope. Bear with me, give me a few seconds here, so I can cut it open using this carpenter's pocket knife. All right, now, inside this envelope from Miss Claudia, it doesn't want to come out of there. Okay, look at that. She's got it taped on. I sent her some stickers a while ago, and she put them on the back of this envelope. Some of these little tiny stickers that we had crafted for our YouTube channel some time ago, and I sent a few to Claudia, and she reused them. Okay, so I'm going to open up this. Know that there's a lettering here from Miss Claudia. Okay, it's a beautiful, beautiful little letter. I will read that to you. And she's also sent a nice little card, so I'll tell you all about that. Okay, it says, the little red house. Isn't that interesting? she must referencing the old church, which is pretty close to being red. And it says vinyl sticker. So she sent me a sticker, and that's going on my hard hat today. I'm going to take that out of there, and that's going to go on my white hard hat. There will be a place on my hard hat for this vinyl sticker from Miss Claudia, definitely, and we'll be doing that very, very shortly. Now, I also want to read to you this short letter that Miss Claudia sent to me. She said, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I do have a big mouth. So here's my sticker for one of your helmets. P.S. Could you wear David's cap again? Thanks. Miss Claudia sent me a cap belonging to David. David is her brother-in-law, I do believe, and he was a professor at a university in Ontario. Correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Claudia, but I do believe that is correct. And I do have a picture of him, and I also have a hat from him. I believe the hat is a London fog hat. I should have wore it today because it would have been a perfectly good day to wear a hat from London Fog belonging to David. So that's a hat for another day. Now I'm going to put this sticker on my hard hat. It came all the way from Ontario, all the way from Toronto. Miss Claudia made an effort to get it and send it along to me. The little red house. It is a bunny rabbit. Now I'm going to try to get it out of its enclosure here, out of its package. And I'm going to try and keep that, put that aside. Now, so there it is. Okay, it's on a card. Okay, it's on a card, and I just can take it off the card, which I just did, and I can also peel it off from this backing. Now, that might be a little bit of a chore, but let me see. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me indeed. Okay, so I've lifted off its ear. So now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it on the side of my hard hat. Now, bear with me. Miss Claudia, I hope you're watching. Your sticker is going on my white hard hat in that location right there. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'll try to smooth it out as best I can. My hat is rounded and the sticker is kind of flat. Okay, so there's a couple of creases there, but I'll get them out with my heat gun when I get home. So there you go. Look at that. Isn't that clever? So on my hard hat now, I have Dave from Singing Toad. I have Brian and Holly from Cod Raven 57. And I have a sticker now from Miss Claudia Harnell, up 6 hours. Okay, so put that back on my white hard hat. Folks, I want to thank you for coming along with me on my beach walk this morning. We didn't find a lot of sea glass. I found one piece. I'll have another look very, very soon on my way back. But I just wanted to come down to this beach today, do a very, very special mail call for my friend Claudia, and say hello to you and bring along Brian and Dave and Holly with me as well on this beach walk today. It's been a while since I've been down here, and the beach has changed quite a bit. But that's okay. That's what nature does. Usually when there's a storm, it usually alters or changes the beach a little bit, so that's not too bad, I suppose. It could be worse. We could be experiencing a huge hurricane, hey, so that's not too bad. A warm day. It's at least a plus 10 here today, degrees Celsius. Okay, now I want to thank you for joining me in this special mail call video, this special beach walk video today. And you have a blessed week ahead. This is Monday today, so you have a blessed week ahead. This is the work week now, so no work week for me. I'm retired, so I get to enjoy these beach walks on any morning, on any day, which I'm doing this morning. I want to say though, as I said, you have a blessed week ahead. Enjoy the work week. We'll see you in several videos throughout the week, several short videos. We have a couple of unboxings coming up. I really must get those done. There's a few more how-tos that really need to get done around the old church to get the old church winterized, which we are working towards. We are going to be living and staying at the old church this winter, so we must get the church winterized and ready for those cold, frosty evenings and nights and mornings and all that kind of stuff. So, again, Mr. Garry saying thank you ever so much for tuning in, watching our videos, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, doing all of that great stuff. Our channel is free, and you can watch over 1,000 videos now. So they're all there for whenever you want to. Lots of playlists, so you can start a playlist and watch the entire thing. That will help us out tremendously, and we would appreciate that so much. Mr. Garry, signing out. Take care, folks.